Imagine your entire life is a book. You can only read one page at a time. But what if the entire book already exists? In Einstein's universe, time isn't simply something that passes. It's part of a four-dimensional structure called spacetime. And that raises a terrifying question. Does your future already exist? Einstein discovered something that completely changed how we understand fourth dimension. Space and time aren't two completely separate things. They're woven together into something called spacetime. Every event in your life has a location in space and a location in time. You aren't simply somewhere. You're somewhere at some moment. And here's where things become strange. Imagine your entire life as a line through four-dimensional space-time. Your birth is one point. Your childhood is another. This moment is another. And your future would be further along that path. We experience those moments one after another. Past, present, future. But the mathematics of relativity allows us to describe all of those events as parts of one four-dimensional space-time. This idea has led to a philosophical interpretation called the block universe. Imagine space-time not as a movie being created frame by frame, but as an entire four-dimensional structure. You experience one moment at a time, but the complete structure contains your entire timeline. And that creates a terrifying question. Is the future already there? Well, not so fast. Einstein's relativity does not prove that the future already exists, but it does show us something deeply strange. There is no single universal now that every observer in the universe must agree on. Two observers moving differently can disagree about which distant events are happening at the same time. So what we call the present may not be as absolute as it feels. Einstein once wrote, "The distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion." Think about that. The moment you're experiencing right now was your future a few seconds ago, and in a few seconds, it will become your past. But perhaps space-time doesn't experience those moments the way we do. Maybe we're like a reader moving through a book, experiencing one page at a time, while the entire story exists as a complete structure. We don't experience the ending, because we're not there yet. And that's where physics ends, and philosophy begins, because we still don't know whether the future is genuinely sitting there in space-time, or whether reality is somehow being created moment by moment. But either possibility is mind-bending, because if the block universe interpretation is correct, then somewhere in the four-dimensional structure of space-time, there's the child you once were, there's the person you are right now, and there are moments of your life that you haven't experienced yet, not because you can travel to them, but because they may be different locations along your path through space-time. And yet, from your perspective, only one moment is ever real. Now, you cannot return to yesterday. You cannot jump ahead to tomorrow. You can only move forward through your experience of time. And maybe that's what makes every moment so valuable. Because whatever the ultimate nature of time is, this exact moment will never happen again. You are here, right now, reading these words, existing at one tiny point in a universe that is billions of years old. And someday, this moment will become part of your past. So perhaps the fourth dimension isn't simply another direction. It's the dimension through which your entire story unfolds. From your first breath to your final one, a journey through space-time. And maybe the strangest question isn't, what is the fourth dimension? Maybe it's, are we actually moving through time? Or are we simply experiencing one point of a much larger four-dimensional reality? We don't know. And perhaps that's what makes the universe so fascinating. Welcome to the fourth dimension. Welcome to Spacewalk.